Hello and welcome. This is Sahara, and on my new computer, I now can play Avernum 4. Yoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. So we are going to start a new game. I did kind of get into it a little bit. It is quite different than Avernum 5. There's no save keys, which really truly sucks. And yeah. Anyway, welcome to Avernum 4. Avernum 4 is a fantasy role-playing game. You will create a band of adventurers and explore the strange, dangerous, subterranean world of Avernum. You will wander the underworld, meet people, go on quests, and fight a conspiracy to destroy your nation. Your world will come under devastating attack, and though good or bad luck, you are the one who has the chance to set things right. To start, you need to choose what sorts of adventurers you want to start with and where and what skills and what sets of skills you want them to have. If you are new to games like this, you should stick with the basic options and learn how to train your characters later. Anyway, okay. So, and also I need to record my time. Alrighty, so I am going to go with a human, but I'm going to go with a female, her. Her name is going to be Corinne. Alrighty. Character type, she is going to be a soldier. And this is something, okay, added statistics, so I am going to obviously put strength. We do need arcane lore for future things, so I'm going to go ahead and click on that. And he is going to be a human, and he is going to be, this is going to be Arthur. We'll spell it right. Arthur. He is going to be a, well, I need someone who can get into tools, but I think a rebel can also do that too. And I think I'm going to go ahead, I've never used a rebel before, but I'm going to go ahead and use him as a rebel. And he is going to be doing, he's going to need strength. Everyone needs strength at the beginning so they can carry their crap with them. Quick action is something that we all need too, but I think for now we're going to do arcane lore. Oops. Oh, and this is what I forgot. I never knew this before in Avernum 7 or 5, and I never even ran across this in the other Avernums. Here is where you can add additional features. Of course, if you add advantages like good constitution, it's going to give you a minus per experience adjustment, but then you offset it by disadvantages. And of course, the higher you go on here, if I can get this, like if I go to Elite Warrior, that'll give me a minus 15% experience adjustment. That kind of sucks. Though an elite warrior, you were trained in the ways of war almost from birth. When other children were learning to walk, you were learning how to hold a knife. Your combat skills, both offensive and defensive, will be more effective, which is for my warrior I should have. So I can offset it with either disadvantage of a weak mindedness, you have an unusually simple mind, all your enemies' efforts to control it have a much higher chance of being successful, delicate skin, you were a sickly child, and disparity has plagued you, even in adulthood, magical damage, heat and cold will have more of an effect on you. Sluggish, you are slow on your feet, and your reaction time is poor at best. You will receive less action points in combat, and your turn to act will come later than normal. No, we need her to have come normal. So we're going to go ahead and put that as a disadvantage. And then her experience adjustment is going to be minus 5. So, yeah, that's going to be fine. And then for him, he is going to be, so we need Deadeye. You have sharp eyesight and excellent aim, while your missile weapons will be more likely to hit. So we're going to go ahead and give him Deadeye. And then for brittle bones is, on the surface there is a tragic condition which causes all who suffer to have very brittle bones. Unfortunately, you are counted among its victims. Going into melee is a very bad idea for you. The blows of enemies will be devastating. I don't want him to be in melee battle, but, and then frail. The Adventuring life is completely bad match for you. You freeze up when creatures attack you. The slightest chill causes you to catch cold. Enemy blows are devastating to you. You stumble a lot. Every day is a struggle just to keep moving. So I'm going to go ahead and give him frail, which then offsets that other one. So he has a 10% experience adjustment, which will be good. All right, so then we're going to go to, and this is going to be our sorceress. Okay, we're going to, no, we want a sorcerer here. We don't want a priest. Priest is always going to be last. Okay, and this is going to be, I don't think they had a good Nepal sorcerer. Okay, so we're going to do her as a sorcerer, a Slith sorcerer. Her name is going to be Ruth. I know, not a good name for a Slith, but sorry, that's what her name's going to be. These are all character names in my Excalibur series, and she is going to be a sorcerer. Here we go, sorcerer. And all right, so she is going to need magic spells for sure. And then yeah, but I think we need, for this point in time, we need to have their strength. They need to be able to carry stuff. And then arcane lore for her. Okay, that should be fine. And then for her edit traits, since she's going to be a natural mage, that is from childhood you have had a natural ability with all things magical. You will receive a bonus to your mage spells skill, and the amount of armor you can wear while casting spells is increased, which is good. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And then we don't want her weak-minded. So we're going to go ahead and do that, which then, because she already has a disadvantage for being a Celeste, so she's going to have a 10%, yeah, which is still not bad, not good, but these advantages and disadvantages will make up a difference. Okay, and then we're going to use, this is going to be a Nephil, this is going to be Lurga. Okay, he is going to be a is a priest better than a priest? Is a follower. They have excellent healing and protective skills. A shaman, head wizard, and priestly healing spells. This sort of character is good at magic and has a little bit of training in. So a hedge wizard might be a good thing for her. He is going to, this one is going to be a priest though. So we're going to need strength and then arcane lore. Okay. And edit traits here. Pure spirit. I think this is what you use for the mage. Here's a meditation. Yeah, these are pre-spells. So we're going to go ahead and do this. And we also don't want meek-mindedness. So they're also going to have that 10% disadvantage. But I'm thinking I might change her to a hedge witch, come to think of it. Hedge witch. Because sometimes you need more than one person healing. Some character is good at magic and has a little bit of training in priestly healing. Yeah, I think I'll go ahead and turn her to a hedge witch. I've never hedge wizard. I've never used one of them before. Okay, so we got our party set up. Here we go. Avernum is a place. It is a nation that exists entirely underground. The Avernites live far below the surface of the world in a huge, seemingly endless network of caverns and tunnels. There are forests of giant fungi and black subterranean lakes. It is a hot, wet, shadowy place, lit by glowing fungi and kept warm by natural steam vents, and it is inhabited by proud people determined to make their fortune and maintain their independence. The graphics are nice here. The surface of the world is entirely controlled by the mighty empire. Avernum began as a prison colony. The empire teleported its misfits and petty criminals into the underworld, a life sentence with no parole. But that unhappy past was years ago. The Empire now tolerates Avernum and grants it some degree of independence. Travelers can move back and forth between the surface and the depths. Avernum is now a land of fortune seekers. Miners, explorers, and adventurers come to explore the tunnels, looking for valuable metals, gems, and crystals. Avernum is a perilous place, though. Monsters and bandits roam the more remote passages looking for settlers to ambush and rob, or worse. Thus, Avernum maintains an army which defends its citizens, and Avernum also trains and hires adventurers. I like that. That's pretty cool. So that's what this list will look like compared to humans. Adventurers are mercenaries, wanderers, blades for hire, who roam Avernum and track down monsters and criminals in return for the hope of wealth and fame. You are adventurers. It is a career with great potential but a high casualty rate. You have only just finished your training. Because of your promise, the castle soon hired you to help keep the peace. Did they now? You have been sent to Fort Monastery, one of Avernum's smallest and most remote outposts. These caverns are dotted with small mines and farms and perpetually troubled by goblins. That is why you have been sent out here. The goblin infestations have become too widespread for the small garrison to handle. You have only just settled into your quarters in the dank tunnels under the fort. You are supposed to go upstairs to Captain Matos and receive your orders. Okay? Goblin hunting is a poor way to begin your career. The creatures are wily, nasty, and poor. It is more pest control than a task for an aspiring hero, but you have to start somewhere, and maybe, if you're very lucky, something terrible will happen soon. Really? Something will give you the opportunity to display your heroism, face terrible foes, and withstand great danger. Unfortunately, your wishes are about to come true. Of course they are. Of course they are. Okay. So, how to move, and we know how to move. Welcome to Avernum 4. You are at the beginning of an epic adventure, a journey that will carry you many miles through the winding and deadly tunnels and caverns of Avernum. Before you can begin this journey, however, you need to learn the basics of the game. You are in your quarters now, the dampest and most remote chamber of Fort Monastery. You need to equip yourself and make your way to the upper level of the fort to begin trying moving around, yes. And you can't use escape button, doesn't work on this game. So you have to either hit the one or click on it. Okay, welcome to Avernum 4. These early sections are tutorial. Okay, my mouse is skipping around here. I don't know why. Okay, so we still do the same. As you can see, we have no weapons. We're not given anything at the beginning, and it tells you to train. It does tell you to train, but there's nothing to train. I don't know why it does that. I thought that was kind of odd. Okay, now escape key does help to get out of those screens. Okay, so here we are. All right, to leave your quarters, you will need to open the door. Yes, I already know that. Okay. You step out into the dank and smelly cavern just outside your dank and smelly bedroom. Your low rank in the Avernite army doesn't give you very good lodgings. You are down in the ruins of the old monastery this fort was built on. This chamber is a disused storeroom where you have been leaving your armor and weapons while you sleep. Before you go upstairs, you should get and equip your weaponry. There are weapons on the table to the south. You should get them and equip them. To pick up an item, bring up the inventory window. Yep, I already know all that. Forget. Okay, so here we have, this is inventory screen. Yeah, okay, we already know all that. Okay, so we have, wait a minute. I remember now, one of them is better than the other. This one is a short sword, 3 to 6. That's one she gets. Okay. And they also have, now, her encumbrance, she was 90 before, so that helping her, I helped her with that. Okay, so we can go, this goes to 2, 3, and 4. Okay. Well, he can't wear much at all. 7.4. She's at least, oh, 74. I thought something. Okay. So they can actually carry more weight in this game than he can. He's only carrying 45 pounds, but he doesn't need much because he's a rogue. But in this game, they do seem to be able to carry more at the beginning than Avernum 5. The blade in your hand makes you feel much better. Avernum is a poor land. Like most weapons down here, it is dented and dull. Well, you should know how to sharpen it, right? However, it should do to fend off an angry lizard or arachnid. You should get the armor and shield from the other table. Also, there is a helmet in a box in the east. To the east, click on the box to open it. Now, when you're ready to continue, go to the door to the east. Okay. I think these are all the same here. She's going to get almost everything since she's going to be in the lead. Okay. Also, from what I saw, everything has value to it, though not everything can be sold. It's like these sandals have a value of 4, but you really can't you can't sell them. All right, so is she encumbered? She's not even close. Okay, so he's going to have this. I have to watch him. Oh, he's got ways to go. Okay, so we got more sandals, looks like down here. Oh, yep, let's put that on him. Okay, and then there was a box. Oops, I just walked right past it. Here we go. That has a helmet. Okay, so it goes to her. She's fine. Who else? Anything else? Okay. It says to go to the door to the east. Well, this is the door to the east, I guess. Southeast. Right? It's the only thing I can see here. Yep, okay. And so, I want to save. This has a delay when you're saving. That was my one I started before. So we're doing all over. Okay. Yeah, you don't expect things to be changed from game to game, but it seems like they do. Okay, I'm going to pick up this stuff because I'm going to need health until we get ourselves... Oh, what do you have here? Oh no! Somehow a goblin managed to slip down here. It's not too surprising. These lands are infested with these vicious little creatures, and Fort Monastery is not terribly secure. They have been sneaking in constantly, causing all sorts of trouble. When a creature attacks you, you will enter combat mode automatically. Each of your characters will get a turn, which can be spent moving around, attacking, casting a spell, or so on. When you have done enough, the next character takes a turn. Fortunately, while goblins are nasty and stupid, they are also small and weak. Right now, you should have a melee weapon ready. Click on the goblin to attack it. You should be able to defeat it with minimal difficulty. And they say that, but actually, it was, how come you're going first? What do you have for, you do have minor heal here. And you have, war blessing. Or, actually... war blessing and protection. Okay, so we're going to protect everybody. Oh, okay. We're done. Cool. You have just killed an enemy. Sadly, there are many more to come. You rest for a minute to recover from the fight. In the future, when you are tired and damaged from fights, return to a friendly town or fort. You will be healed when you step inside. Done with combat. You can exit combat mode by pressing the... Yeah, we already know all that. Cool. Did he leave anything behind? No, he did not. The goblin mischievously closed this old rusty gate behind it when it snuck down here. It sealed itself in, probably not realizing that you were down here. Fortunately, you can reopen the gate by turning the wheel to the south. All right, come on. All right. I'm used to doing... All right. Magic spells are very useful. They can damage, confuse, or control foes. Heal you when you are damaged, or summon assistance during a tough fight. There are 2 sorts of spells: magic spells, mage spells, which damage enemies and summon aid, and priest spells, which, okay, yep, I know all this, and I can't do that because... All right, so what's in here? There is someone in the corridor ahead. You prepare to defend yourself, afraid that another goblin broke in, but then you see that it is Baudry, the cook for the fort. She looks nervous. She seems to want to talk to you. To speak with her, click on her. let's look in here first. Okay. Now, this is the thing with, see, when you pick up stuff to put in your pack, it now adds to your weight. So you have to sell everything. You can't hold on to stuff like we used to be able to do. That sucks. Sucks, I say. I don't know why they did that. Okay, so here is Baldry. Baldry is a tall, hardy woman, unusually heavily built for the poorly fed citizens of Avernum, probably because she steals a lot of the food. Her skin has the pale, translucent look of those who have spent their lives in the underworld. She is the fort's cook. She may have come down here to get some supplies. What was going on? She asked. Did I have a fight? Did I hear a fight? Yes, a goblin snuck in, nothing important. Baldry looks around nervously. Goblins? Even down here? I wish Captain Matos would figure out how they were getting in and squash them. I was looking for some mushroom flour. Maybe I'll look for some somewhere else. I'd go back upstairs, or there may still be something down here. It should be all right. I cleaned it out. Baldry peers into the darkness, listens to the dripping water, and shudders. I'm sure I'll find some somewhere else. Why don't you come to the dining hall? Stew is ready soon. She turns to go back upstairs quickly. Okay. So our first NPC, and who's down here? Now I suppose I should save here. This is going to be irritating. Because when you're used to dying, you have to save all the time. Okay. So I assume this is the way up. These are the stairs up to the main floor of the fort. You should probably go upstairs, find Captain Matos, and get your new orders. Click on the stairs to climb them. Yes, I know there is stuff down here. Oh, I don't think there is. Let me see. Is there? Nope, there isn't. It's just a storeroom. I thought this went a little bit more, but it doesn't. I don't know if there's any hidden switches in this game. The U button doesn't work for that. The text doesn't stay up all the time too. So if I press the U button, nothing shows up. Yeah, so the text button doesn't show up. I mean, you can click on T to bring it up, but it doesn't stay up all the time. Okay. So let's go upstairs, meet our boss. Come on. I assume that's him. Yep. You enter the main barracks of Fort Monastery. The air is fresher up here and the buildings more spacious. After a few weeks down in the hole, you look forward to when you get moved up here. You should wander around the fort and speak with people. You will learn a lot more about how things work. Also try holding down the tab key. This identifies all nearby characters and tells you what all the buttons do. Yep. See, tab key. So I never did look at the world map. Let's see what it... Wow, this is huge. So we are down, where are we at? This is the Great Cave. Very similar to what, okay, we're in Fort Monastery. We're clear up here. Can we move it? No, we can't move it around. So this is where we're at, right? Fort Draco, Bormello, a lot of these, the Eastern Gallery, Fort, yeah, some of these are very similar to, Avernum 3, the Abyss. Ooh, I'm going into the Abyss this time. Fort Remote, yep, the castle, Patrick's Tower. Wow, these are all reminiscent of, all part of Avernum 3. Okay, cool. Really can't just hit escape. Okay, so let us speak to him, because I'm sure that is who that is. No, that's a soldier. You make small talk with the guard for a while, but you don't learn anything interesting. Of course not. Okay, Captain Matos. Captain Matos walks over to you. He is deathly pale and looks much older than he is, like most residents of Avernum. The experience of running for a monastery has aged him even more. Life is rough in Avernum, and even worse out here on the frontier. Ah, you're finally up, he growls. Good. You've had enough time to rest and get settled in. I need you to start working on the real job you're out here for. You note that his armor and weapons are old and dented from many minor battles and some major ones. On the surface, the Empire would have replaced his equipment long ago. Here in the underworld, you have to make do with what you have. What do you want me to do? Well, the first step is to get you outfitted. We don't have much quality gear out here, but we're going to spare some of what little we have for you. Don't misuse it. There are some storerooms at the west end of the fort. There's a bow in one and a potion in the other. Go collect them. When you're outfitted, I'll get you started on the next step. So tell me about Fort Monastery. Well, it's one of the newer forts in Avernum. We only really claimed this land a few years ago. It's a lot smaller than Fort Draco or Fort Dranlin or the others. Why is it called Fort Monastery? Well, to me it makes sense it would be because it's sitting on top of the monastery, right? There used to be a monastery out here, a bunch of crazy monks, skilled healers, but reclusives. They tried to live out here on their own. Didn't work out well for them. The giants got the better of them. This fort is built on the ruins. And how long have you been here? I've been in charge here since Fort Monastery was formed. I wanted my whole life to fight in Avernum. Pity it wasn't any more important place. And how long have you lived in Avernum? All my life. Some came down here from the surface to seek their fortune, but most Avernites were born down here. I was born not too long after the Second Slith War. In fact, I'm third generation. The Empire threw my grandfather down here, originally for one crime or another. Why would the Empire banish your grandfather to Avernum? Funny thing, but I have no idea. He never said. Most of those old codgers were eager to say why they got banished. What was a badge of pride, but Grandpa always kept quiet about it. Okay, I don't think there's anything anymore. Yep, okay. So our orders are to go get equipment. And I know where they're at because I've been here before. Is there anything here I can take? Nope. See, even this stuff shows value 2, value 1, value, well, the rock has no value. That's the only thing that doesn't. But if you try to sell it, it won't let you sell. But we do, this is another thing too. It's a small object. While someone might pay you for it, it has no useful abilities on their own. This is odd too in that you have it, but you can't use it. I don't think you need lights downstairs, from what I've seen. So that goes back up here. So it doesn't have an ability to use it, which I thought was odd. Can we get in here? The box is locked and your tool use skill isn't high enough to get it open. Difficulty 6, and I don't think we have any. I clicked on the wrong thing. He only has 2, so yeah. And if you click on something twice to get into it, it'll blow up on you. I found that out by mistake. Didn't realize that. I didn't realize I clicked on it twice. And there's another one that I can get in this, but I can't take anything. Okay, and this goes out to where? Oh, this goes out into the fort. Okay, we're going to go over to the storeroom first. And here again, I don't know if we need any of this stuff. Now, the Pappas is a value 2. So, or 12. I said 2, but 12. And who knows if we need it down the road. But it adds to their weight. It's just why he changed that on this. Okay, now we have some stuff here we can take. So we're going to equip her with this, equip him with this, and I can't remember if he's got one. He does not. Okay, she does not. I still call her he. No, it's a she. Okay, so 17, you're fine, and you're already equipped. 48, 106. Okay, that'll work. All right. All right, now that you have made some progress, you should save the game. Saving the game creates a snapshot of your progress. Later, you can load in the saved games and continue where you left off. To save the game, press the disk button pictured above and select Save Game. On the Save Game window, type a name. Yeah, see, this doesn't have... finally, the game saves for you automatically every few minutes. I found that I went for like 20 minutes and it never saved. I got killed and had to start all over again because it didn't save anything. Yeah. So, all right. Maybe it'll say faster here. Nope. Nope. Same slow. I don't know. There's just certain things. Okay, so I know what I'm doing because I have come through here. This is an all total blind. Oops. And there's a stone obelisk in this alcove at the back of the board. It is carved with strange glyphs and symbols. The corners of the stone are still sharp and there is no moss on it. It doesn't look like it's been here long. There is a strange electric feeling in the air, and your hair stands on end. There is some sort of powerful, undefined magic here. Small wonder, then, that the soldiers are staying a safe distance away. It looks like an interesting artifact. You wonder what it's for. Well, I know what it's for. It's to teleport! You can trade and drop items on the inventory screen. To get rid of them, you don't want, click on it to pick it up, then click on the ground. Okay, to give an item to another character, click on it. Yeah, I already know all that too. You are at the entrance to one of the two storage caves at the west edge of Fort Monastery. If you explore the storerooms, you can find some useful supplies and learn more about the sorts of items in Avernum 4. Which is why I wanted to come here first. Looks like blood on there, or I don't know. The sign says storage. Oh, is that what it says? Okay. Okay. So, we've got, it says not yours. Okay, so she has gloves she can take. I'm gonna take that. Close it. Anything over here? A bow has been left on the table here. Missiles can be valuable weapons when trying to pin down a hard-to-reach enemy. Equipped missiles like bows and javelins like you equipped melee weapons. You start out attacking with your melee weapon by default. To switch to attacking, and I know all that. Okay. Well, you know it's going to go to him. Because he needs it. Okay, K-Wood bow. And what did it do? Also, how much weight? Okay. He still has some way to go, so we got that done. Okay, we have another storeroom down here. Storage. Yep. Going to this. And over here, oops. A healing potion and a spell scroll have been left here for you. Using a healing potion will restore some of your health. Using a spell scroll enables you to direct a spell against your foes. Get these items. To use them, open up your, yep, I already know. Okay, so we're going to give this to her. And Icy Bolt is going to go to my priest. Okay. Anything else here? And we're going to, I think it's not even marked on here, is it? It's not marked on the map, but there is a stairs going down here. Okay. I'm going in order because there's just certain things that happen here. And so we're going to go over here and talk to him again. Let him know. I think I came the wrong way. I did. Hello. Oop, hold on. What is the magical obsolete to the northwest? Nothing important, nothing that concerns you. Just be about your business and stay pretty and stay away from there. I found the equipment you left me. Good, now I can really put you to work. When you're ready to get started, let me know. And what is my mission? I need something done about the damn goblins. They are a nuisance and the problem is getting worse. They keep sneaking into the fort and I don't know how. They aren't getting in through the front gate and they aren't dropping down from the ceiling above the fort. Find out how they are getting in and let me know. Do you have any idea how they're getting in? Well, if I did, I wouldn't need you, would I? Get searching. Maybe ask around the fort. Someone might have seen something. Okay. And that is going to be the end of this episode. And when we come back, we will be exploring Fort Monastery, talking to people, and maybe going on a goblin hunt. If you're enjoying, click like, leave a comment, subscribe, and thank you so much for watching. Sahara out.